Christmas begins not with celebration, but with two women carrying a promise, one old, one young, one barren, one a virgin, yet both chosen, both empowered, not by capability, not by status, but by God's promise. One, God's promise strengthens us in the impossible. For nothing will be impossible with God. Luke 1 verse 37. Elizabeth and Mary lived through situations that were humanly impossible. But God's promise wasn't limited by biology, age, or circumstances. God's promise is not given to the strong, but to the surrender. When God's promise seems unreasonable, it's because He is about to do unexpected. So don't focus on how can this be? Focus on who promised it. God's promise empowers those who dare to believe. 2. Obedient faith activates God's power. I am the Lord's servant. May your word be fulfilled in me. Luke 1 verse 38. Mary didn't understand everything, but she trusted everything. Her obedience was not passive, it was powerful. Obedience is the posture that unlocks divine strength. God doesn't need your readiness, only your willingness. Obedience is stronger than understanding. A surrendered heart becomes a supernatural vessel. 3. God's promise comes alive in godly encounters. At the sounds of Mary's greetings, the baby left in her womb. Luke 1 verse 41. When Mary met Elizabeth, faith met faithfulness. Two promises resonated, and life led. Spiritual encounters awaken spiritual life. So surround yourself with people who make your spirit laugh, not shrink. Promise grows stronger in community. When believers meet, heaven moves. Mary believed, and the promise became blessed. Elizabeth rejoiced, and the promise left. God spoke, and the promise lived. We too are empowered not by strength, not by perfection, but by believing the living word. God bless.